Number 10, you have been hired by a company to write a report on internet companies' Wi-Fi ranges. They have requested that all values be reported in feet using scientific notation. Okay, here's what we know. Ivan's Internet boasts that their wireless access points have the greatest range. Their claim is that you can access their signal up to 2,640 feet from their device. Winnie's Wi-Fi has devices that extend up to 2.5 miles. Part A says, rewrite the range of each company's wireless access devices in feet using scientific notation. Remember that 5,280 feet equals 1 mile. So we're given space to do this. And in fact, the information given to us in this paragraph is given to us again in this table. So we don't even really need that paragraph. All right. So Ivan's Internet is already given to us in feet, right? So in standard form, if I were to rewrite that number, it would be the same. Winnie's Wi-Fi, we do need to convert to feet. It is currently given to us in miles. So I know that Winnie's Wi-Fi is 2.5 miles. So to convert that to feet, I'm going to take 2.5 times the number of feet per mile, which is 5,280 feet per mile. So that gives me Part B says, how many times greater is the range of Winnie's Wi-Fi compared to the range of Ivan's Internet Company? Support your answer mathematically. So if I want to find how many times greater Winnie's Wi-Fi is than Ivan's Internet, what I need to do is write a ratio, or in other words, divide them. So I'm comparing Winnie's to Ivan's. When I do that, I'm going to take Winnie's Wi-Fi number, which is 1.32 times 10 to the fourth, and divide it by Ivan's number, which is 2.64 times 10 cubed. Actually don't even need a calculator for this. Take a look. 1 times 2 is 2, 3 times 2 is 6, 2 times 2 is 4. This is half as much, right? So if I divide that, I'm going to end up with 0.5, right? Well, I could think of it two ways. I could think of 1/2. So I could think of 1/2 times whatever the power ends up being, which 10 to the fourth over 10 cubed is going to be 10 to the 4 minus 3. But it's easier in this case to convert it to a decimal, just because if we're thinking about a real application of this, we're going to want a number to work with, right? So 1/2, that's the same as 0.5. So I'm taking 0.5 times 10 to the 4 minus 3, which is 1. And if I multiply this out, that's going to be 5. So Winnie's Wi-Fi has a range 5 times greater than Ivan's Internet. It says support your answer mathematically. So even though this information is not in my sentence, this is part of my answer. So please make sure to use some sort of numerical explanation. It can be in your sentence if you'd like, or you can just show your work and also write a sentence. Part C, the University of California at Berkeley uses Wi-Fi over long distances, which is called WILD, to create long-distance point-to-point links. They claim that connections can be made up to 10 miles away from their device. How many times greater is the range of WILD compared to the range of Ivan's Internet Company? So now we're doing the same thing, but we're working with one different number. All right, so here we know that they claim WILD. They claim that WILD works 10 miles away. So let's first change Wild's numbers into scientific notation. So the first thing we need to do is think about 10 miles times our number of feet per mile, which is 5,280. And this also we shouldn't need a calculator for. We were multiplying by 10, so this becomes 52800 feet. If I write that in scientific notation, it will become 5.28 times 10 to the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, times 10 to the fourth power. So when I compare the numbers from Berkeley, so what I'm doing is I'm comparing Wild to Ivan. I know Wild's number is 5.28 times 10 to the fourth. I'm comparing it to Ivan's number, which let's just go double check, was 2.64 times 10 cubed, divided by 2.64 times 10 cubed. Let's see where this takes us. 5.28 divided by 2.64 gives us 2, or 2.0. And then I'm taking 2 times 10 to the fourth minus 10 to the 4 minus 3, right? Because I'm taking 10 to the fourth divided by 10 cubed. So this ends up being 2.0 times 10 to the first, or in other words, 20. So the range of Wild is 20 times the range of Ivan's internet company.